The corruption trial of former Virginia Governor Bob McDonnell and his wife Maureen. The former governor is back on the stand today, answering even more questions about his marriage.
Our Suzanne Kennedy is live in Richmond this noon with the very latest from the courtroom. Suzanne?
Well, this is the 19th day of testimony in the public corruption trial of Bob and Maureen McDonnell. The former governor testified for 3 hours yesterday afternoon. He has been on the witness stand for a little more than 2 hours this morning. What we essentially are getting is a timeline of the former governor and his wife's marriage. Mr. McDonnell arrived here at court about 9:20 this morning. His wife after him. The two arrived separately with their own separate legal teams. The former governor commenting briefly as he headed into court today about how he feels on this day of his public corruption trial.
38 years of public service. I never thought I'd be having to testify in a trial like this, so yeah, it's difficult.
Now to this morning's testimony. He says it was very difficult to talk about his marriage. He says they were married for 38 years. Much of that time he was in public service. He says early on the couple started to lead separate lives. She was taking care of the children and her nutraceuticals business. He in his public service roles, initially as Commonwealth's attorney and then as Attorney General. He says he put his heart and soul into the Attorney General's office, and that may have been at the cost of his marriage. He says he knew that his wife was feeling stressful and anxious about her increased roles in public life, and he suggested to her that she go to counseling, an idea that she was not receptive to. He says for 10 to 15 years she has felt the stress of having a more public role in his career. They also talked about an event in 2010 where Maureen McDonnell's father died. The former governor said that she was inconsolable. She then got a $25,000 check from her father's estate. The former governor saying that that money needed to be put toward their debt. She did not want to do that. She wanted to buy stocks for her children. He insisted. She walked out of the room, came back crying, threw the check in his face and said, "Here, go pay the bills." Now, just within the last 10 minutes, the jury has gotten an email. They have seen an email that the former governor sent to his wife on Labor Day 2011 saying he had reached the end of his rope. He was heartbroken and angry and feared that their marriage was over. The former First Lady of Virginia did not respond, and it was revealed to jurors today that she did have contact with Johnny Williams 4 times that day, the man who is also at the center of this trial. We are expecting the former governor to testify through this afternoon and on into tomorrow. Reporting live from Richmond, Suzanne Kennedy, ABC 7 News.